Next subtopic is an activity. Show process of sublimation or deposition by an activity. For it, we can take any sublime substance, object, as I told, whatever in question, that is object. Object is to show process of sublimation or process of deposition. You have to write according to the question which is to be asked in question. Then material required. Material required. At first, I shall draw a diagram for the sublimation. For it, we take a burner. It is a burner. And we shall place a tripod. It is a tripod. Here we can place a wire gauze, burner, stand or tripod stand, wire gauze, then we can place a china dish here, and on it it is diagram: burner, tripod stand, wire gauze made up of iron, and it prevent direct heat on the container. It is china dish. Here it is funnel, inverted funnel. And in the container in the china dish we shall place some powdered sublime substance. As here it is, we can take camphor or ammonium chloride. Camphor. This is camphor. So material required are also clear into the diagram. So it is one burner, tripod stand, wire gauze, china dish, funnel, powdered camphor, or we can also take ammonium chloride, powdered ammonium, cotton plug, matchstick, etc. Now procedure. We shall make the setup as shown in the diagram. Make setup as shown in diagram. Then we shall light the burner and give heat slowly to the camphor. Give heat to camphor by lighting burner. We shall close this point by a cotton plug. We put the funnel inverted and this opening should be closed by placing cotton or cotton plug in it, so that the vapors formed will not be moved out. So give heat to camphor by lighting burner. Place a cotton plug at opening of inverted funnel so that vapors of camphor or ammonium chloride do not escape from funnel. Do not escape from funnel. So this is the procedure. What will be observed? We will observe that here vapors of camphor or ammonium chloride can be seen. When these vapors strike with the walls of the inverted funnel, they get deposited at the walls. And we can take out funnel, scratch that camphor or ammonium chloride. So next is object, material required and procedure. Now observation. We observe vapors of camphor or ammonium chloride rising into inverted funnel and deposited on the inner cold walls of funnel after striking it. So thus vapor rise into the funnel. This is sublimation, conversion of solid camphor into vapor. This portion is sublimation. These vapor rise into the funnel and strike to the cool walls of the funnel and again converted into solid and deposited on the walls of the funnel. This is deposition. conversion of solid camphor or powdered camphor into vapor is sublimation, and conversion of this vapor camphor into solid camphor again, this is deposition. So thus we have studied sublimation as well as deposition of the sublime substances. So as it is written, so we observe vapor of camphor rising into inverted funnel and deposited on the inner cold wall of funnel after striking it. So this result is camphor or ammonium chloride which is to be asked in question, or what you have taken as a material. So camphor or ammonium chloride are sublime substances that is they convert directly from solid to gas and vice versa. Vice versa means solid to gas and gas to solid, means its opposite. So this is the activity to show the process of sublimation or deposition. Now we shall do another activity. To show by an activity effect of change of temperature, to show by an activity effect of change of temperature on physical state of matter. Next point. Again, object same object to show by an activity effect of change of temperature on the physical state of matter. To show effect of change of temperature on physical state of matter. Material required. So I am drawing a diagram for this. Again, we shall take a burner and a stand, iron stand, here we shall place a tripod, here a wire gauze, it is burner, it is tripod stand, it is wire gauze. Here we shall place a beaker and it is beaker. These are pieces of ice and we shall place a thermometer such that tip of thermometer touches it. And it is iron stand. This is the setup. Material required are burner, iron stand, wire gauze, ice and water, thermometer, etc. Beaker, we are going to study effect of change of temperature on physical state of matter. For this, it is the diagram. Here it is burner, then wire gauze, beaker, ice in beaker, thermometer and iron stand. So in the procedure, first is make setup as shown in the diagram. Then give heat to the ice, make a regular record of temperature. So we shall make this setup, place ice in it, give starting heat by burning the burner and note down the temperature, read the temperature in thermometer and note down in the book. Now listen, ice has some temperature generally in below 0 degree because amount is more. So for example, let it has -5 degree Celsius. When we give heat, temperature will increase from -5, -3, -2, 0. But when the temperature becomes 0, after that temperature will not rise. At that point, ice will start converting into water, that is into liquid form. When whole ice converted into liquid or that is water, then the temperature will again start rising. Then temperature start rising 1 degree Celsius, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, up to 100. At 100, at 100 it is water. So at 100 degrees Celsius, temperature will not again rise, but water starts converting into vapor, and it will remain 100 till whole water convert into vapor. observation. Temperature of ice start rising, but it become constant at 0 degrees Celsius till whole ice converted into water. So it will not change till whole ice convert into water. When whole ice convert into water, then temperature again start increasing. When whole ice converted into water, then temperature of water again start rising and become constant at 100 degrees Celsius till whole water converted into vapor. Result. So we are observing that temperature continuously increase, but when there is physical change, when there is change in physical state, that is from ice to water, at that time temperature not increase, or from water to vapor, that is at 100 degrees Celsius, at that time temperature not increase. It's mean during the change of physical state temperature remain constant. So this was our object, to show by an activity effect of change of temperature on physical state of matter. The result: during change of physical state of matter, temperature of substance remain constant, that is, it not increase. Now question arise where this temperature goes. I have told you that when we give heat to any substance, then its temperature increase, but when physical state is changing, then temperature not increase. So question arise where the heat supplied goes. So we shall study it. Next point is, why does the temperature remain constant during change of physical state of matter? Why does the temperature remain constant during change of physical state of matter? So reason is that particles of matters are held together by the force of attraction. So heat energy supplied is utilized to overcome that force of attraction. Therefore, during the change of physical state, temperature of the substance not increase. Heat supplied during change of physical state of matter is used in overcoming force of attraction between particles of matter. Heat supplied during change of physical state of matter is used in overcoming force of attraction between particles of matter. Hence, temperature remain constant during change of physical state of matter. Now this energy is stored in the form of latent heat. What is latent heat? Latent heat it is latent means hidden. Latent means hidden. So it is the hidden heat which got hidden into the matter. It is the amount of heat required. It is amount of heat required to change physical state of matter, and we take a standard form 1 kg matter. So it is amount of heat required to change physical state of 1 kg of the matter. Depending upon the state change, it is of two types. It is of two types. Number one, latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Now we shall define them: latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of fusion or melting. Latent heat of fusion or latent heat of melting. It is amount of heat required to change 1 kg of solid substance into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point. Melting points mean melting point of solid. For example, latent heat of fusion of ice is 3.34 into 10 raised to the power 5 joule per kg. So latent of fusion, heat of fusion is amount of heat required to change 1 kg of solid substance into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point. Latent heat of fusion of ice is 3.34 into 10 raised to the power 5 joule per kg. Its mean is that if we want to convert 1 kg of ice into water at its melting point, that is at 0 degree Celsius, then this amount of heat is required. To convert 1 kg of ice into water at 0 degree Celsius, 3.34 into 10 raised to the power 5 joule heat is required. Then next topic is latent heat of vaporization, or its other name is boiling. So latent heat of vaporization or latent heat of boiling, approximately same definition. It is amount of heat required to change 1 kg of liquid substance into gas or vapor at atmospheric pressure at its boiling point. For example, latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization of water is 22.5 into 10 raised to the power 5 joule per kg. So latent heat of vaporization, it is amount of heat required to 1 kg of liquid substance into gas at atmospheric pressure at boiling point. We know boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Thus at 100 degrees Celsius 1 kg of water consume 22.5 into 10 raised to the power 5 joule heat to convert into vapor. Thank you.